Excuse me. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Serenity Orchids and Gardening. Today we'll be talking about oncidiums and their care, and also Meltoniopsis. And in front of me, I have a couple of examples. The first one, this is Oncidium Heaven Sent, the chocolate orchid. Then we have the Meltonia, Mars chestnut, and I have the Oncidium high-low firecracker, and she's actually in bloom. Let me show you guys. She is blooming nicely. I accidentally broke her top of her buds off, but she's okay. She's actually trying to finish blooming out, but I do see one more bud. Um, she has been through. She has been knocked down, knocked over. Um, but she is still doing well. And if I was her, I would be under protest. I wouldn't have bloomed. But I'm thankful. This is the Oncidium Twinkle, which is one of my favorites. Now, for my Oncidiums and my Meltoniopsis, I I put them in the media of half sphagnum and half bark with charcoal. And I always tell you add charcoal. It helps with your orchids. It removes impurities. So always add a little more charcoal to your oncidiums or your Meltoniopsis. I don't have any problem with them. I do half and half with my medium because I tend to overwater them. And with it being half and half, they all seem to do fine. When I water my oncidiums and fertilize, I do it all at once. I use a weak fertilizer every time I water. My fertilizer includes the seaweed, um, also Epsom salt, Jack's 20 and CalMag. And I do a weak solution, like half of what they ask for in a gallon of water, and I water all of my oncidiums and Meltoniopsis. The only thing different that I do with them is after I water them, I leave a small amount, about an inch, no more than an inch, guys, of water in the bottom so that they'll always be moist. When it's time to water again, I check the top of my soil, and when it starts to feel like it's getting dry, not when it's dry, because you don't want them to dry out. They don't like that. They don't want to dry out. When it starts to feel like it's trying to dry out, that's when I give them more water. You don't want them soaking wet, but you do want them to have moisture in them. And you can't go wrong if you do it like that. Um, so we talked about fertilizer and the media. Oh, okay. They like sunlight, um, but they don't like it too hot. So I never ever take them outside. Matter of fact, I think that my oncidiums, when I take them outside, I don't think they just kind of like flop over. They don't seem to like it. So that bright light is not for them. I do keep them, most of them, in the bathroom, not for the humidity, because I do have a humidifier in there. The bathroom humidity is just not enough. That's not going to be enough humidity for her. So they're in my powder room with a humidifier, and I do have them in the window. My window has blinds, and they seem to do well there. I don't have a problem with them at all. What else can I say about Oncidiums? They give you the most beautiful flowers, and when I do my thumbnail today, I'll put one of my oncidiums or one of my intergenerics in the thumbnail. As far as the intergenerics, I treat them the same way that I treat my oncidiums. So um, I hope that helps you. Um, okay, so I think that is it for today. As I always say, you're blessed to be a blessing. Go out and try to help somebody today. If you need to know how to make my fertilized water in in detail, I do have a video on how I fertilize, and my fertilizer is really good. Also, guys, now is a good time to spray your plants. The bugs are coming out. I did get mealybugs on one of my Hoyas, and I sprayed her down really good, and she's fine. And if you need insecticide, a homemade DIY insecticide, that's also on my page. So just look for it, and it's really good. And what I do is around this time, before you start taking stuff outside, that's my cue. It's time to make sure that all of my plants are sprayed down, because it's better to be proactive than to be reactive. So if you don't have your DIY spray, or you don't have a spray, go to my page, get that DIY spray, and spray all of your plants down. And as always, I wish you happy growing. You're blessed to be a blessing. Help someone today. And that is it for now. Bye.